What do you have?
Well, actually, Bucky's.
It's probably on the Panhandle.
I
Seems like
think I think there's Bucky's in Florida. Maybe.
Tallahassee.
I don't know if there's any Bucky's in Florida. I would have to I honestly don't remember. I went to a Bucky's one time and I can't remember if it was in Florida, if we were driving through like a different state. I don't know. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a brand new episode of On It. We are here. We're back. You got me. You got Devin. Devin. We got the NFL draft. Or the first round of the NFL draft.
With the only important round of the NFL draft.
Let's be real. Let's be real. We're not talking about any other
The-
round of the draft.
No, well, no, there's no reason to. The only reason we talk about like anyone who gets picked after the first round is if they're actually good.
Yeah, well, let's be real. It's like we'll talk about them when they like come in the NFC Championship game and like win the game, and then it's like, oh, did you know he was picked? Did you know this guy was picked after these players? And it's gonna be like a list of that, and it's like, oh,
It's
this
like
fifth round
fucking what's
superstar.
his name? Chris Hogan. They're like, did you know he played college lacrosse and it was picked? It was undrafted and picked in the seventh. It's like, dude, shut
Oh,
up. He's
man.
white and he's a Patriot. This all makes sense.
But like I said, we are here. We got once again Denver versus LA, which obviously last episode we had game 2 on. We reacted to Jamal Murray's game-winning shot.
We did.
And we put out a clip. We talked about it.
Yeah.
We put out a clip talking about the shot and just how we would feel if we had to continue watching Denver succeed in the postseason. And I just want to make something very clear because of a comment I saw that was, I guess by a Nuggets fan, which I've never seen somebody.
Which I've never seen anybody have like a full on, like, obviously biased take and be like, yeah, I'm a Nuggets fan. And then try to like defend the take.
Yeah. It's like you don't have to, like, you could have just been like, we're up 2-0. Like,
yeah.
And that could have been it.
He's like, we're actually really fucking cool. Like, if you're a Nuggets fan, that makes sense.
It was. Oh well. I would say a game winning, a buzzer beater is
very exciting.
It's like It's like
no, it's cool.
There's a reason why we scheduled the podcast to be on the next Nuggets Lakers game.
Yes.
Yeah, it's been an entertaining series. That's besides the point. Two things can be true. Denver Nuggets as a whole, when it comes to their product of basketball, it's generally pretty boring compared to
but we're not knocking it. It's good.
Did I not say?
They're the number 2
Did I not say last episode? I'm like, don't get me wrong, they're good.
Yes,
but like
we all know they're good,
bro. We were saying it. People were saying the same shit. Like, okay, like yeah, Tim Duncan, he did what he did. He's got all these fucking championships. The Spurs, they're nice, but were they not boring as shit?
They were never an exciting team.
Like were they?
No one has ever gotten hyped up over fucking 12 bank shots in a row. It just hasn't happened.
This Nuggets team last year, this year isn't a pinky of the Warriors dynasty run and how exciting it was.
No. They're not even
just
a toenail worth of like the Shaq and Kobe Lakers or honestly any dynasty. Honestly, most championship teams.
But, second half, it's tied up 55-55. So I guess we'll continue to recap that game talk about this game as it goes on.
And the Lakers keep blowing fucking leads, dude.
Lakers keep blowing leads.
Did you see the win percentage chart from last game? Like, you know how they have like the projected like who's gonna win? It was like flat, basically a few dips in the first half, and then the second half it was like 95%, 98%, 99%, and then it just plummeted.
Yeah,
right at the last 2 minutes of the fucking game.
Well, that's look. I mean, I don't know. I don't even want to talk that into existence and watch Denver end up 3-0 on this damn podcast. But
it is good to hear that Nuggets fans actually like to watch Nuggets basketball. That's nice to hear.
At least somebody's watching.
Somebody's watching.
Like
someone's loyal enough to watch those games.
I'm also not a Lakers fan. I'd definitely rather watch LeBron play than Jokic, but like I don't know. I don't know if that
At
means
the end of the
anything.
day, we're not super fans of any team. We're here to watch good basketball.
I'm not a fan of any team, to be
No,
honest with you. I'm not a
and
fan
I'm not
of
a
a
fan of
team.
any team.
I'm a fan of a lot of players.
If I were to be a fan, I would be a fan of the Wizards. Only when Jordan Poole leaves. Once he leaves, I'll become a fan again.
You're so funny. Uh, Mavs Clippers game 2. Um, and I after game 1 with no Kawhi, I was I was hopeful. I was pretty hopeful. The way that the Clippers played against the Mavs, it was just perfect. They Clippers were hitting their shots. We were making Luka chuck, and he was going to get his 30, and it was fine because he was going to have to take 30 shots to get there. And it's
Yes.
whatever. This game, I see that Luka. I see that Kawhi is gonna return. I'm like, okay. Get Kawhi up in Luka's face.
Yep.
I'm gonna like this. I'm gonna like this. And then the game started, and I'm just gonna say I really, 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 really hope that Kawhi is maybe just a little rusty. Maybe he's got like the playoff butterflies.
Sure.
I don't
He
know,
could
but
be nervous.
my boy shot 7 for 17 for 15 points, 0 for 5 from the three. Um, he was bricking. He was
What did
bricking
I
out there.
say, dude? What did I say?
He was bricking. He was taking a lot of just shots that weren't open. He was forcing a lot of shit. I didn't like it.
I said it could be bad.
We'll see.
It
That's the
could
thing.
make it worse. Y'all lost by 3. It's not the end of the fucking world. Didn't have the best fucking game.
We lost by 3, and there was
Wasn't
some
that
shit.
close.
I mean, we should have. We probably should have won that game. But
Sure.
it's neither here nor there because it's 1-1. Luka, he had to put up 26 shots to score his 32. Kyrie had an efficient 23. And I've come to the conclusion that Luka and Kyrie, and I mean, if this wasn't obvious enough, like I'm just maybe putting my own twist on it. They're in this category of when I say unguardable, I don't mean like, oh, like Kyrie, like he's got the best handles in the league. Like when I say unguardable, like it really doesn't matter what you do, you just gotta hope they miss.
Yeah.
Like even if you no, like you can guard them.
You can
Like
be
you can be a pest. You can be in their face. You could be in Luca's face. You could be
you can
right
be
there.
Lucas. You can have 2 fingers in his mouth. He's gonna hit the shot.
Because okay, think about it like this: like when PG said about the Dame shot, it's like it was good
It was
defense.
good D.
It was good defense.
And he also said, "Fucking terrible shot."
Yeah, well, we all know it wasn't a terrible shot, but what I'm
Well, no,
saying is, it's
it
like
was a pretty stupid shot, but he made it.
that's the thing. You gotta just hope, like
Yeah.
I'm playing defense. I'm playing well.
I mean,
It
but that's like,
really
is that not like all of the stars in the NBA?
no, it's not.
At least in
It's
today's
not.
NBA, no.
No,
I mean, there's not. I guess there's a few guys who can get locked down if they get real
no,
hand
no. There's plenty of guys that can get locked down, but when it comes to just anywhere on the court at all times,
getting an open shot. I mean, getting a shot up at least.
Kyrie and Luka just going back and forth and just hey, your turn, get a bucket, get a bucket. It is almost unstoppable.
Yeah,
I'm not saying
it's
that
the best thing ever.
I'm not saying that that's like I'm not conceding and saying like they're going to win the series and it's
Sure.
over. And I'm not saying that that's the best form of basketball or that's, the way the game should be played, but them two in particular, it's working. It works.
Yeah,
And I mean, in a best of 7 series, to me, it's. I wouldn't say it's like flipping a coin because
it's close to it though.
it's not like a 50-50. But
I think
I'm
it's a
saying
50 ball right now.
Luka and Kyrie are going to drop what they drop. Luka's going to drop his 30, and it's either going to be an efficient 30 or a non-efficient 30.
Yeah,
And it seems to not fucking matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how. It doesn't matter how many shots he chucks up. How many times you're in his face, and maybe he does break. He's gonna come right back and get it. He's gonna get it right back. Like it just they're
How about fucking Derek Jones Jr. throwing the ball down, making a comeback in the league?
yeah, he's there.
He is there.
He's
A
there.
couple years ago, he was just a dunker. No one talked about this kid.
But like when you look at any of the stars on the Clippers, you don't think like Paul George. He has a bag. He's a great. He can
Yeah.
score. He can score. James Harden. I mean, we all know who James Harden is, but we don't really think of them as unguardable. I'll put it here.
Well, when
James Harden is
Harden was
more.
hot, when Harden was Harden, 17, 2018, 2019, that run, that Rockets run, he was damn near unguardable.
Well, tell me if I'm wrong, but from then even till now, what makes Harden the most unguardable is his ability to draw a foul.
Very true.
That to me that's different. That's not a skill thing. That's a I've been doing this for a while thing.
That's true.
That's a
But,
I
I mean,
mean
he still had, I mean, I guess he had one fucking move.
no, well, that's what I'm. And it's not even. Oh, he has one move. He doesn't have a deep bag, but it just when it's. I'm not even saying it's a particular skill set thing, but it's more of just an eye test or just watching these games. It's like there's certain players who, yeah, like Luca, Kyrie, Paul George, James Harden. They all got bags. They all got deep bags. But the shit that Kyrie and Luca have in their bag, the
Well,
shit.
Kyrie's got the deepest bag ever created.
Yeah,
And then Luka just has this weird mix of fundamentals and like crazy white boy handles
and
where he's just getting open shots. Not open shots, but he's getting shots off.
it
Always.
just works.
It's dope. It's cool to see.
It just works. So I mean, like I said, for right now, I'm not really like I'm not like shaking in my fucking boots. I don't think like they're going to LA for the next two games, which I mean it's the Clippers, so it's not like they have the best home court advantage, but um
Is there a home court advantage? Yo, might
for the Clippers,
when they build the new his house
yeah, I guess they're gonna build a whole new stadium to have even less people go to it. But
and just toilets.
can we?
I
What?
what?
What's up? What?
Well,
What were we gonna ask
wondering
you?
why you would build another arena.
Oh, for the
That,
Clippers?
that's just for basketball. Like double it as an NFL stadium.
No,
The Clippers and the Chargers, the two bad franchises of
the
LA.
Chargers just did. No, there's no. Yeah, no.
No,
You
they're
can't.
in their fucking dumb facility with the Rams.
But they're in the middle of building Are they not in the middle of building a stadium for the Chargers?
Uh-uh.
Fact check me on that. I guarantee you they are.
Motherfucker, they gonna be sharing.
Motherfucker, no, they're built. I'm telling you, they're building.
Motherfucker.
They're. I'm telling
Motherfucking
you, they're either building a new stadium that they're sharing, or they're building and they're working on. There's plans to build a stadium.
There's a is there? I don't know so far.
Hmm. Look it
Mm-hmm.
up. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that I'm pretty sure that there's some talk of a stadium over there. I mean, I could be thinking
Look
about it.
inside Chargers' new facility.
Okay, so facility. Maybe I read facility. I don't know. Either way, the Chargers
Yeah,
don't need a
a
damn.
new complex.
Chargers don't need a stadium. Clippers don't need a new arena,
But they're
but
getting one.
but they're getting one.
Well,
So,
Steve Ballmer's a nutcase.
can we talk Suns T
Apparently, he's
Wolves?
Suns T-Wolves. Yeah.
I mean, like we were sitting here casting Ant, but it's like I mean, Jaden McDaniels came to town.
Did you not hear what Ant said?
When?
I can't remember after what game it was, but he was like,
Oh,
they got
it
Kyrie.
was at well, it was after game two.
We got Jay
Yeah,
McDaniels.
he said we got KD.
They got KD.
They got KD. Well, you said Kyrie, so they got KD.
Fuck.
I didn't want to correct you, but they got
Correct
KD.
me next time, dude. I think I'm smart. I thought
We
I said
got
it.
we got Jaden McDaniels.
Fuck,
with 25 points, Ant with only 15.
dude. Yeah, they had LeBron being like, "This guy's tough."
Bro, it just might
Not
not.
LeBron. Fuck my names. Jordan. Jordan
Yeah,
was like,
yeah.
"Boy's a beast."
Yeah, I was about to say you're fucking everything up
My
right
name,
now.
dude. I mixed up the goats. Are you serious? Fuck.
I don't.
What's that face?
I don't. I know
Who's the goat?
our goats are different. Our goats are different. Our goats are different.
Mine is a relative.
My is it relative?
Yeah, I got tons of goats, dude. Meh.
All right, all right. But no, it's over in Phoenix, bro. Like I don't. If I'm like if I'm Phoenix,
Stinky.
I don't know. Do you even waste? I don't know. Do I sound crazy to say that you don't waste your time on another year with
I told you the sun stunk.
a team with Devin Booker, Bradley Beal, and KD? You don't
You were
waste your
just
time with those three.
talking about how that could work really well.
I was just talking about how okay, I don't know if we just forget what we say on this podcast, but I just said last episode that all regular season I've been sitting here saying wait till the playoffs, wait till they get to the playoffs and they can finally click. And then
That
I
is true.
said maybe I was fucking wrong. These
I'm 2 F's
motherfuckers
behind you.
they can't. You gotta see. You gotta go back and. That's the thing. Yeah, you gotta catch up. You gotta catch up on the podcast. You gotta go watch it and then come back. There you go. But no. Either way,
I probably should because I am doing these. It's all in one ear and one out my
and out the other.
comes out
Phoenix,
my wee wee hole.
Phoenix. I don't know, bro. I don't know what's going on with it. It's just it's these three players individually are great.
They're great. I told you that. They're all great shooters.
Them together, like
Dude, the
I don't
Suns
know
were
if
the best
it's
when they had a point guard and a shooter and then a few big dudes.
I don't know if it's they just can't get their shots they want when they want. They can't figure out when to the usage. Like I don't like. Okay, so KD shot 6 for 15, 0 for 2 from 3, had 18 points. Book had 20 points, 6 for 13, 1 for 3 from 6. 7 of his points were free throws. Bradley Beal, 6 for 17. I mean, it's just they they're just not
They
hitting their fucking
stink.
shots.
Yeah.
These are all
They need to be shooting threes.
these guys are
Why KD
all.
shot 2 3-pointers is beyond me.
There was a time where people were like, "Is Devin Booker one of the greatest scorers of all time?"
Yeah, those people have problems. Devin Booker sucks.
There's conversations to
Dude,
this
there's
day
conversations all the time.
like, "Oh yeah, well, shit,
Will Deuce Tatum be the best basketball player ever?
LeBron
Stop
and
talking about
MJ." LeBron and MJ are the goats, but like when it comes to like the best scorer, I mean KD is
it.
like the best score. Like 7 foot, his pull up, like
Dog, someone was saying that correct me if I'm stupid. Someone was saying that well, someone asked the question, is KD the new Melo with 2 rings?
no.
Exactly.
In what term? In terms of what? Like,
I don't know. Being booted out of the playoffs.
see, but I mean, at this point in Melo's career, he was not looked at the way KD is looked at. Like KD still looked at like, no, he can go be number one on a team next year and like
Exactly.
they'll figure it out.
Melo still thinks if he throws a hoodie on, he can go run the league, but they don't allow hoodies in the league, so he is not in the league.
See, I think it's good to know that like I feel like even Melo knows like had he changed his mindset in his latter years, he probably would have he would have finished his career probably in a better just in a better light.
Yeah.
In a more positive way. Like you got to remember like it was really it was I mean Houston when it didn't work in Houston. How'd it go? It went Houston to OKC.
I think, and then he was on the Lakers for a little bit.
Well, Portland was in that mix at one point.
Yeah.
Like, but what I'm saying is, it was really to me when he went to OKC and was like, "I'm not a bench player. I'm not coming off the bench." It's like, Look at that.
Oh, he did pull a Cam Newton,
Like, look at that, and then look at like how Russ is handling this part of his career right now.
dude.
You know,
Better
like
than could ever.
Russ right now. There's a quote a week ago. Russ said, "I'm the best player off the bench in the league." Like, those are
How,
two.
why didn't he win $6 million? Who the fuck
He
is
wasn't even.
Nas Reed?
He wasn't a finalist.
He
So
wasn't eligible. He
he
wasn't
wasn't a finalist. No, he played 68 games.
That is the
Um,
dumbest thing.
it's
Who the
okay.
fuck is Nas Reed?
It's
Is
fine.
that
He
his name?
doesn't have to. He doesn't. The same way people discredit players for winning MVP, I'm definitely not gonna be like, "Oh, Russ really should have won that six
Russ
ring."
should have won six,
I don't
man.
care. Bro got MVP at home.
Fuck 6 million.
Um,
He Melo went Thunder, Rockets, Blazers, Lakers.
okay, so yeah, so Thunder when that
Said he
yeah.
could not. Said he could start.
No, he said I'm not coming off the bench.
I'm not coming off.
I'm not coming off the
Went to
bench.
the Rockets, stunk.
Yep.
Went to the Trailblazers. Trailblazers really stunk.
Yep.
Barely played on the Lakers.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, Kate. Yeah, no. Katie is not Melo.
Katie's still making the All-Star team every single year.
Yeah, he's not Melo with 2 rings. That is dumb. That is dumb.
No.
Side note, crazy side note because it just came to me off random.
Whoa, pause, dude.
And it,
You know,
like,
you know what I would love to do is just start saying pause to everything.
wow, that would really make the flow of this podcast awesome.
It'd be sick, dude.
But no, Caitlin Clark. They're saying there was this report that like her.
Saying there's
No, stop it. Her playing. I
Saying
already
that he
know.
a
I already
weed
know
whacker
where to
down
stop
there?
it. I
What'd
already
you
know
say?
where to stop it. Her playing.
Dude, John Deere will
Her
not help.
first couple of games is gonna be her tryout for Team USA.
Yeah.
Or whatever. However,
Yeah,
it was
they said
worded.
she had to try out.
People were shitting on Caitlin Clark and Team USA and all this shit. They were like, "Wow, this is when privilege shows," and blah 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 blah. And it's like, be real with yourself for 1 second.
Please.
Name me 12 WNBA players.
Are you talking to me?
No. Whoever is against Caitlin Clark being on Team USA for
Nneka
the women's basketball
Ogwumike,
team. Uh-huh.
Lisa Leslie.
Okay.
She's way gone.
Mm-hmm.
Elena
So
Deladon. I met her.
You can't do it. People can't do it. So and like, but this whole like
Dude, if you gave me like a week, I could figure it
this
out.
whole like privilege thing.
Yeah, no.
Like,
She's the only one who is bringing any type of money to this league.
I mean, Braun.
And you're going to keep shitting on her.
Braun was drafted in 03 and was on Team USA in 04.
Yeah.
It's like when you are good
He was
enough,
good.
It's like
when you're good enough to be on that team, you're going to be on that team.
Did we not talk about how
unless you're Isaiah Thomas?
How Caitlin Clark don't owe the WNBA shit. She don't really owe Team USA shit. She's like, "Oh, you want me to? I gotta go play more basketball. I guess.
You gotta go play in. Where is?
I
where? I don't even know where the Olympics are.
No, I think you're right. Tokyo.
Am I? Tokyo?
I think it's in Tokyo. Yeah.
Let's go.
Is it?
I think so.
I don't fucking know.
Oh no.
Is it Paris?
Dude.
Is it Paris?
Ew, that's.
Is it Paris? When was it? Was there a? I don't even know.
No, I think it was 2020 was Tokyo.
Okay.
But it was in 2021.
I was gonna say the Olympics were fucked up.
Last
Olympics were all fucked up.
Yeah, it was 2020 was Tokyo. 2016 was Rio de nuts.
That whole privilege shit, throw that out the window. It's anybody. It's
like,
anybody.
We don't talk about Angel Reese's basketball. When was the last time they talked about Angel Reese on the court?
Well, see, here's my thing.
She's popular, but not because of her game.
If the WNBA season started and Angel Reese was going crazy, and people were like, she needs to be on Team USA, I wouldn't be like, no.
Yeah, if she's averaging 28 points.
This is wrong. Like, it's like, if she's going crazy, fucking go ahead. But it's just this whole, I don't know. Like, this
Caitlin Clark is one of the best shooters on the planet. Men, women, whatever.
But what? And it's like I don't want to just the obvious answer be the obvious answer, but what privilege exactly? Because it's I don't like what like the main privilege people will be talking about would have to do with the color of her skin. What the fuck does Caitlin Clark's white privilege have to do with being on Team USA? So it
People
can't be that
forget.
privilege.
People forget she's also a woman.
What do you mean?
Like also like already no one is watching what these women are doing, and then they're
Okay.
just gonna keep talking about race. Like they don't have the problem of being a woman in sports. No, I'm not saying it like it's
No, no, no,
bad.
no, no, no,
It's
no,
like
no, no,
why are
no.
we talking about race right now
No, that was a
and
bar.
making this
It's
an
like
issue when you guys are fighting for women's equality in sports?
yeah,
And
that's
now
the
you're
thing.
gonna
It's
have a
like,
little race fight in the bottom of it.
but let's be real. It's like that's the problem. Like the
They're just pulling each other down, dude.
women's sports got a little more popular.
And
The
now they're
women,
like, we should be more popular. It's like, no, take what you got, run with it.
no, 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 no. Well,
Use Caitlin Clark. She's your ticket.
but the problem is the wrong people are getting attached to women's basketball,
The white
making it
people.
some race thing. No,
Well,
it's not.
no
Bro,
one talked about Sabrina in SQ when she was shooting against fucking Steph Curry. Why did no one bring up that she's a white lady? Why didn't they
bro.
have fucking
But that's what I'm saying.
somebody else?
What privilege are they talking about that would get Caitlin Clark on a WNBA team if
It's definitely not being from Iowa. Iowa suck.
if any woman in the WNBA plays good enough, sure, put her on Team USA. I don't fucking care. What who cares how old she is or
No
when
one's
she's
watching it
who
anyway.
cares?
What are we fighting over?
That's what I'm saying. But I'm saying people are just finding a way to be mad. Like,
I know.
oh, here you go with this privilege. Like, I don't know the privilege word. It's like we can't y'all like people can't just use it for everything.
You know.
Like privilege can't be like oh wow you got a 10% discount at McDonald's to
Like people need to
like
realize,
it's just
but no, people need to realize that the WNBA is a subsidized league of the NBA. So
mm-hmm,
they're the same company.
mm-hmm.
No one in the NBA. I mean, yes, Jokic is playing good basketball right now, but the motherfucker's Serbian or whatever. They're not promoting white people over black people. There's no race problem in the NBA. It's who's good at basketball.
I'm not gonna lie, it's it's honestly better than like nah it's like it's the same in I was gonna say better than like NFL, but honestly it was only Mendenhall that was bringing up that conversation to make
And
it
that was just stupid.
he
And
was
we know
trying to fight
fuck.
like that's the thing like in the NFL and the NBA when it comes down to it here's my problem with it. People don't really make it a race thing, but people try to like quietly make it a race thing.
Yes.
Like for example, like what other reason would Shannon Sharp bring up the fact that I'll quote him. I know a quarterback in Dallas that never had to worry about getting a contract extension. He became the
Oh yeah.
highest paid quarterback in the NFL,
Yeah.
and now Dak he's got to worry about this and that. He's like, I wonder why. I wonder why. It's like,
Yeah. I
are you
wonder why he's
alluding?
still on the team.
It's like, are you alluding to like the most brain dead argument? It's like, well, Tony
That
Romo's white,
he's
so
half
he's
black.
I don't know. To me, it's just the most brain dead like argument when it's like, oh, one player this, one player that. It's like, bro, who's the highest paid player in the NFL right now? It's like like it's just I don't and that's my thing. Shannon Sharp is saying shit like this. It's like, bro, you're hurting
But he wasn't saying that on which podcast did he say that on?
his.
No, I know. Who was the guest?
I think Cam.
Was he saying that when he was talking to Johnny Manziel? No, he was doing everything Johnny Manziel wanted him to talk about. Shannon is a typical media guy who wants clout. That's why he had Cat Williams on and let him talk about all this shit. Now everyone goes on Shannon Sharp's podcast and goes, "Oh, crazy time, crazy time. I'm going to say crazy stuff." And then everyone blows up. It's like,
But
"Oh,
like, okay, honestly though, it's like even if you wanted to be so like like close if you want to be so close minded that you thought every owner was racist and every.
And yes, they might be.
Hold on. Has it has it not been obvious like it doesn't fucking matter? Like if you're good
I
enough,
hope it's pretty obvious.
like okay, for example, if you are Tyreek Hill and you are this good, you're gonna be able to get away with this much, and it has nothing to do with the color of your skin. It's how important you are to the NFL. Like it's not. It's I don't know, bro. It's just
But then it's like if you're Calvin Ridley and you make a bad decision and you bet on NFL games, you're banned for a year. So where in this blackness, maybe that's not the word.
I knew where you were going. I know what you meant
Where does
for the
where
gray area.
where does race come
Oh,
into
okay.
this?
I got you. You were literally talking blackness. I got you. Okay.
No, but
But
where does the color of skin, how black someone is, how white someone is, fall into who gets what treatment?
it
Patrick Mahomes is both, and he's on top of the world right now.
to be completely honest with you, there's an obvious difference between like in regular society,
Yes,
but when it comes to millionaires in the NFL,
they're all rich, brother.
like they're going to get like they have privilege. I
Yes,
promise you, they have privilege.
yes.
There's got like I mean,
Regardless of color of skin, they all have privilege.
yeah, yeah.
Why? Because they're fucking NFL players and they have earned their privilege.
I have to
Sometimes privileges are earned.
I got to hear about Ray Lewis being a murderer to this day. You
Yeah,
know, I
yeah,
got to hear about shit like that, but he got away with it. Oh, because he's some rich fucking NFL player.
yeah.
Oh, damn, that's crazy. Who was that guy that just passed that got away with like the biggest murder case in like the history of the
You're
world?
talking about the guy named Orenthal James?
Yeah, OJ fucking Simpson. It's like, there's this thing, like I
No, it's
said,
called money.
it's class. Class
It's
is always
money, motherfucker.
class is always gonna be
All
more
right,
of a
now we sound
privilege.
like Ben Shapiro,
But
dude.
I'm just saying. I'm just
No, I'm
saying.
kidding. I'm kidding.
Class is more of a privilege than race when it
A
comes
thousand
to
percent. Money,
money. When
money,
money's involved, class is going to be looked at as. Let's talk
money,
sports.
brother.
Let's
Money.
talk sports.
Yeah, let's talk some
Let's talk
sports.
sports. I'm not gonna lie.
We've
I'm
been
not
beating
gonna
around
lie.
the bush.
I was
Halo.
Stop doing that. See, you're doing that. See, we sit here and we say, stop pitting women against each other. Stop pitting women against each other. And then you sexualize the woman. Why do you
I
gotta
did
do that?
nothing
Yes, you
sexual.
did. Yes, you did. Yeah,
I'm
you
not
did.
into that,
No,
dude.
no. You tried to do this the bullshit with me last episode. I'm doing this to you. Stop sexualizing WNBA players, Devin. Stop it.
I don't think anyone's ever done that.
No.
No one's ever done that.
Pascal, 37 points again.
For real?
They beat the Bucks
Yes.
this time around, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't really
You're trying to
have
get me, brother.
huh?
You're trying to get me, dude.
Dude, we're all joking around here. We
That's
love
true.
the WNBA.
Fuck out of here.
I can't wait to watch them play in Tokyo.
Paris.
No, they're playing in Tokyo.
They're playing in Russia right now, actually.
But
They're getting stuck out there, dude.
Dame drops 34, Halliburton with 12, Pascal with 37 points
Halliburton
again.
12.
Hall-
Halliburton?
Halliburton's not doing shit. I don't have a strong take for this game. My take for this game is we've seen Dame lose in the playoffs, dropping 30 points.
We've seen him win.
We've seen him win, and the Pacers should be able to win at least a game versus a Giannis-less Bucks.
Yeah, but
Like, it's possible.
I think if the Bucks want to have a series that doesn't go to 7, they better start massaging that calf a little bit faster.
Yeah. What? Yeah. Is that all it is? A calf strain?
I think it's a calf strain, and that's why I said if he comes back, and if he comes back too early, he will tear that Achilles.
I don't know the way Joel is out here on that knee dropping 50. Yeah, Giannis is looking like a little bitch right now.
Dog, he dropped 50, but
what?
he's gonna have to drop 50 every game.
Bullshit.
What you mean bullshit?
Bullshit. Okay, yeah. If he dropped 50 every game, that would help. But him and Maxey been balling.
No, sure.
They should have won game 2. Did we even talk about the fact that the refs came out and said they made a bunch of mistakes in that game?
Yeah, you said that there was no foul. Apparently, they said there was a foul. There should have been a
I mean,
timeout.
you watched it.
I watched the clip, but I didn't see all the angles. I just saw like falling and flailing.
But that foul in
Also, I
particular,
hate both these organizations, so it's tough
Philly.
to make a point.
And after that game, Joel, which I know, uh,
We don't care.
fucking casual, fucking take, but or casual like, we're not done,
Yeah.
quote. But he said we're
What's
winning
it
this
called?
series. He said we're winning this series. I don't give a fuck, basically, in layman's terms. And they can,
Cliche.
they can, they can
They
win
no,
this
they
series.
very much can. I
When
mean,
it
yeah,
comes,
you said it before. You said this is a very easy 2 seed. Um, and yeah, they can put the spanking on them. But
you know,
Brunson's still nice. Dropped 40 banger. They still got a good team.
see, that's the thing. Brunson's got to drop 40. Joel's got to drop 50. So, who's going? That's really what
Who's gonna give?
that's really what the playoffs have been. It's either really, really, really good games. Actually, no. It's either blowouts or like who's dropping 40 tonight.
Yeah.
It's all. It
Well,
seems
who's
like
dropping? Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
30, 40, 50.
Well,
Like
Brunson had 40, and then
who's
Bucknuts had 50.
That's the thing. It's like that's a cool 40.
What's crazy is that this Knicks team is just fucking Villanova.
Game 3s for Friday: Bucks, Pacers, Clippers, Mavs. Anthony Edwards, KD matchup again. Anthony Edwards has been busting KD's ass. I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro.
Ant had 15 points. But yes, he has been.
You want to here? Wait. Let's break the fourth wall. How much of the series have you watched between Phoenix and the Timberwolves?
All 7 games. What are you talking about?
No, Ant has been.
I'm from the future.
I don't know, bro. It's just maybe it's just our bias of like us gassing up Ant as being like the next guy, but like he's.
I think all of these guys are the next guy. Everybody but Jason Tatum is allowed to be the.
You're such a dick. You're such a dick about Jason.
I don't know
Tatum.
what made me hate Jason Tatum in the beginning, but it's continued for years.
I'd like to probably go back to the pod.
We can probably find around the
like
time
the moment
banging my fist.
Well, you got to remember there was definitely a time where like he was being really corny with the Kobe stuff, and a lot of people didn't like him for that.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
I think you
when he texted.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Kobe's phone.
Yeah. But I'm saying, like, I don't know. You might
have during the Eastern Conference Finals and then lost.
You might have been like.
This is why I hate Jay. Thank you for bringing this back up. I was losing my why. You ever lose your why, and then sometimes you just feel lost? I was losing my why on why the fuck I hate this guy, dude.
See, but was that the why?
That's part of the why, yeah.
Like you might have had a distaste for him before. You might have.
No, I did have one before, and then when he did that, I got very upset.
You definitely had to have doubled down.
Yes.
There's no question about that. But what fucking Joel dropped 50. We talked about that. The biggest game that honestly, well, speaking of, I mean, you talked about Tatum.
Yes.
It's a 1-1 series.
Dog. I watched this game. They were. Did you see? Someone put this on the internet. They took the starting lineup of the Heat and put them in the Brazilian national team soccer jerseys. They fit perfectly, dude.
Yeah, well,
they do not look like basketball players. Jamie Jaquez Jr.
See, but what
they
you
look
were
like
saying, what you were saying about like how Joel's gonna have to drop 50 every game.
Yeah. Well, they don't got the deep bag that the Heat got. Everybody ate.
Miami is going to have to shoot a playoff record amount of threes.
23 threes or whatever.
Make a playoff amount of record amount of threes every game to win.
Beat the team. Yeah.
Because that's
also Kristaps is going to have to show up a little bit. This is getting weird.
Yeah.
6 points. He just needs to put up a cool 15, do his job. They win this game. But I mean, there was no stopping the Heat. They were hot as fuck.
It was,
They were hot, dude.
it would be pretty. I mean, and I don't remember. Can't even remember. I mean, I remember saying this series is done, but I would feel like it'd be pretty dumb to not think that they could at least catch them slipping one night.
Sure, and I think the series is done.
Now the fact that they caught one in Boston,
that's pretty cool.
that's pretty intense because now they get 2 home games.
And then Jimmy threw out the tweet or whatever. Don't let us get one. It's like, Jimmy, you're not on the fucking court.
Yeah, it's like
I'm trying to fucking rattle these boys up, dude.
I'd be a lot more excited if Jimmy's like set to return.
If Jimmy was the one talking shit on the court.
I also wonder if he doesn't play the rest of the game after taking that fall. If he
would be able to come back. Yeah.
Well, see, I'm assuming the sprain happened on the bump, but it's what grade sprain
for 30 minutes.
Like what grade sprain did you have?
Exactly.
Like how much worse did it get? Like to me, and obviously this is hindsight. Actually, it's not. Like he sprained his MCL.
So and it was visible. He was grabbing for his leg, wincing
the entire game.
The whole game. Like but even when it happened, when someone goes down and they immediately grab their knee, you get them the fuck out of the game.
Yeah, and it's I don't know. They really Miami put themselves in a really weird position where it's like
because it was. I mean, yeah. The thing was, it wasn't a one and done game. So why they played him made no sense.
I don't know. Those fuckers. Yeah, they still won. They still won.
They won the game after. Yeah,
they went and beat Chicago.
Exactly.
I don't know.
But yeah, if it was a one and done, sure, play him. Whatever.
Yeah, if this is it,
if it was the 9-10 seed, yeah,
because then the season would have been over right there.
Yeah, cool.
But
yeah, if you're playing for the 7 and 8, and then you fucking snap your shit up.
New Orleans OKC seems like that's that's not any hope in New Orleans. That's not a thing.
Is the series too young to call?
Do you know what's fucking awesome? I wanted to send you this.
No,
I'm not gonna send you this picture, but I took a picture of so after both of these games, after both of these wins, they all get together. It's like we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's at least 6 players from the Thunder. They're like after the report, they like all get together and they're all like arms around each other and they're all like, yeah, we fucking let's go. And they're all talking, and I just love how it seems like such like a nice bond and click, and there's always one guy that's never there.
Always. He's a starter. He's a starter.
And it's a guy that
but he's not allowed on TV no more.
Is running to the locker room to text a high schooler because he is not.
Is that what he's doing?
He's probably. Did you see that? Like he's running back there.
How cool did I look? How nice does my hair look right now? But yeah. Hi, mate. How old are you over in America?
It's nice to at least feel like maybe the Thunder teammates are like, yeah, you can go to the locker room. Like we got this. Like no, we're all gonna stay out here and do the interviews. Like
the teammates, I bet, are still cool with him. The broadcast and the NBA are like,
no, because the broadcast doesn't make that decision. They don't go, Giddy, you don't get in the camera with these 5 other guys.
I think it's like just generally agreed upon.
No, but you got to hear what I'm saying though. Like they're interviewing one player,
and then all of them
5 other guys run up.
Yes.
Giddy is not in that.
I don't think Giddy wants to be on TV.
I would say that.
I think it's a combination of all of it. They don't want to hang out with him. The media doesn't want to see him, and Giddy doesn't want to be shown.
Then he should be permanently banned from the NBA, just like motherfuckers that bet on themselves.
Yeah, he really should be.
It's not happening.
But
it's okay.
He did. We don't feel like investigating because we don't believe he did anything wrong.
Yeah, it's oh my god.
It's like, did he do it or did he not do anything wrong? What's the real answer?
Also, can we get this Jonte Porter proof? Because it seemed like they were posting hella evidence of Josh Giddey doing weird shit online and never got in trouble for it. But I have yet to see like what Jonte Porter.
Yeah, I want to see this. I want to see the physical bets.
I need to see. Yeah, I want to see the
I want to
sports
see.
team.
I want to see how much money. Now, maybe it's probably on the internet. I just haven't done research. I want to see how much money he actually made.
Yeah,
How much did you make on betting the under on Jonte Porter? Do they have betting lines for every player?
yeah,
That's
pretty much. Dude, you can bet on anything for anybody for any stat line,
I can bet
anything.
on like Penei Sewell holding penalties.
Probably. There's definitely a website where you could bet on how many penalties an offensive lineman will get. I guarantee you. It's
That'd be
somewhere out there.
that'd be cool.
There's got to be a bookie for that. And then Cavs Magic. Once again.
What the fuck was that?
Okay. Here. You ready? Here. Not all. It's not just the Nuggets. Sometimes series are just boring. Sometimes
Oh
games.
yeah, no,
Sometimes games are just boring.
yeah.
You know? I've
You
heard
had dude. The Cavs struggled.
Cavs just shit the bed to me.
No one scored over 20 points.
That's what I'm saying. The Cavs
83.
Cavs just shit the bed. I
Yeah,
watched a very young Donovan Mitchell in Utah go absolutely crazy in the postseason
that is
versus
true.
Russ. So it's like I have no like I have all the hope and I have all the faith in the world that he's gonna come back and probably drop 30 next game and
Yeah, but
they'll
I personally do think that Paolo Banchero is underrated.
I would say he's perfectly rated. I mean, he's not like he's
But he's
not
just not
like
about it ever. He's a good player.
he he's talked about more than you probably think, but you're right. Like he's not like
He's at least like he's kind of like a Jaylen Brown type of level player.
eh,
Where Paolo would still be the number 2 on the Celtics.
I feel like there was a time where people like you gotta. I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't think he's on that level. Just because there was a time where people were talking about like Jalen Brown or Tatum, like who, blah blah. It's like when you're in
Yeah.
that type of no matter what bias you have towards Tatum, you know that if you're in a conversation with who's better, Tatum or this player has got to be at least pretty good.
Yes.
But it's like also the Magic. How much shine does the Magic really get now?
They're getting zero shine.
They don't get much shine. So it'll take some time. It'll take some time, but I'm
Yeah.
sure they'll get it.
But yeah,
Okay.
for first overall pick, it's like you would think they would at least have some interest in talking about
MLB,
him. Yeah.
Aaron Boone.
Aaron Boone, yes, the manager of the Yankees. A guy who I thought should have been fired last year. I'm an Orioles fan, so I was looking out for the Bronx Bombers and what they should do. They decided to keep him another year. All he cares about is getting thrown out of baseball games. So
Okay, well, that was a great breakdown of what actually happened. So what I
that's
saw
not.
was a video
Well,
of
I was giving an intro on Aaron Boone, and you
who.
break
Yeah,
down.
I don't know who Aaron Boone is.
You intro the video.
He's just the manager for the.
Yeah, manager of the Yanks.
Yeah, he's just the manager.
Yeah.
So he's standing there, like kind of just like honestly, he's like
Well, no.
daydreaming.
So there was Aaron Boone loves arguing balls and strikes.
Okay.
In the MLB, you're not allowed to argue balls and strikes.
If
You will be thrown out of games.
there's one thing I don't know much about baseball, if there's one thing I know about baseball, those umps are a bunch of bitches.
They are all bitches.
And I
In
was
every
asked,
other sport, you can talk shit to umps except for baseball. I mean, or refs or whatever.
I don't know.
You can talk shit in football, dude.
NBA refs are getting pretty sensitive. They will
NBA refs,
your
Tony
ass real
Brothers,
quick. They will. Which also Tony Brother, Tony
they do
Brothers,
this. They do a finger. Beep.
he's got main character syndrome.
He's got problems.
He's got like he wants TV time as a ref.
No,
like a ref
because
that wants.
there's videos of him like yucking it up with the boys, and then he's like,
Yeah.
Like,
Nah, he's
someone was saying, I think maybe Teague, he was saying that he acts like he's cool.
yes,
Just fuck
I'm
you up.
saying he's got like main character syndrome. Like he just,
Yeah.
it's like, bro, it's like you don't have. I'm thinking of really just those clips where it's like the girl that walked by while he was talking to the camera, and he's like, and it's like wow, it's like you're really going out of your way to make yourself a meme
Seem
when
cool.
we need to just know like, is the call upheld? Like,
What are we doing?
how'd the review go? Like, what was the penalty?
Oh, you check the game?
Yeah,
What?
Denver's up 12 right now with 3.5 minutes left.
Oh.
And that's just what it is, bro. I mean,
And
like
yeah,
I
the
said,
whole fucking world's excited to see LeBron leave in the fucking first round and the shittiest fucking most boring, dumbest team
you know,
continue on.
like you gotta just be real with yourself. It's obvious. Like, look at how the Suns are losing. KD's losing in the first round right now, and people are perfectly fine because of how exciting and fun it is to watch the Timberwolves and Anthony Edwards
That
play. Nobody
no excited
wants
about.
to watch a healthy AD and healthy LeBron go out in the first round to continue to watch the Nuggets play.
No.
Like,
All
call
right.
me what?
Well,
Come
back to
back
the
to
game.
that.
Yeah.
But this baseball shit.
Baseball shit.
So in the video,
Yes.
from what I saw, whatever, if there was a conversation before, you can let me know. But he's not even looking at the ump. He's kind of like,
there was a conversation before, yeah.
okay, explain the conversation before,
So there
and then
was
I'll
a
explain what happened in the video.
yes. So there was a call that Boone thought was a ball or strike. I don't know what the situation was. I don't know who was pitching. Then he starts arguing with the ump. The ump says, "Cut it! I don't want to hear nothing else from you," because they all got fucking uh, what's it called when you're fucking narcissist? They're all narcissists.
It's power trip.
They're power hungry jackasses. He's like, "I don't want you. Better shut up. Don't say another word to me, Aaron. Shut up." And then he stopped talking.
He stopped talking.
Yeah.
He's looking over. I honestly think he started daydreaming. He was like,
He had his arms crossed. He took a step. He was
I
looking
might,
around.
I might get some Chipotle after this. And then a fan, I don't know what the fan yells, but there's a fan like right over the dugout.
The fan was right behind him.
He yells some shit.
He goes like, "Oh, nice shit, Blue," or something.
You're done. You're done.
Yeah.
And then he's just what? And okay,
like, bullshit.
Okay, I get it. I understand. The ump thought he heard some shit from bro, and he was like, "You're done."
Yeah.
But then he says, "It wasn't me."
Yeah.
And when the ump goes, "I don't care who it was."
Yeah.
No,
so
like that's the problem. Like, what do you?
well,
What is,
so when he said that, what he meant was if it was someone else from the dugout.
but I mean, he's saying it was a fan. Like he's saying it.
No, Boone's saying it's a fan. The guy's got no idea what he's talking. He's like, "I don't care who it was," because he was like, "It wasn't me." It was like, because usually when it's not the manager, it's like a bench coach or a player or something.
Mm-hmm.
Then they'll toss the manager still.
Yeah. See, that makes
The
sense.
guy's not even thinking a fan said it.
Why? You're telling me this ump's never heard a fan yell at him?
It's such. I've never seen it. They were in such close proximity that I guess you could, because he was looking straight ahead. The ump, he wasn't looking. They weren't arguing.
Have you seen shit like this before, where
I've never
seen
an ump. I mean, anybody get thrown out for what a fucking, and fans yell all the time.
Yeah, no, it's like the one thing fans are.
I scream at umps, dude.
It's like the one
every time I go to a baseball game.
It's like the one thing they do is like they yell. Fans are like allowed to yell. They yell. They yell. But it's just, I mean, all the time in the world that people or that baseball has like to be played, you can't like stop for a second. The ump can't be like,
no, they can be like, "Oh, I'm sorry."
The ump can't like make sure like maybe like I don't know.
It is the dumbest thing about baseball. Whenever if an umpire goes like this, you can't reverse it.
Why?
If they do this,
is that an unwritten rule?
Get out of here.
I mean,
you can't be like, "Oh no, you're good to stay, brother."
Is that like an unwritten rule?
I don't know. It's like once you do this and then you write down your little notepad, Aaron Boone ejected, 7th inning, they can't come back in the game.
What is like what
umpires have way too much like you can't argue balls and strikes. You can't fucking say where the pitch should have been, even though they're always wrong.
See,
Like,
even when you explain to me like how like different umps have different pitching windows or
yes, they have different
striking
strike zones.
windows,
Yeah,
it's like so is every baseball game just depends on like
it's a
how an
crash.
umpire is
Yeah,
feeling.
exactly.
Like it
Yes.
really doesn't matter who's playing. Like it's just
No.
if the ump is having a bad day, so are you.
There are games like that, yes. But there was
How
also a game in the World Series a few years ago where an umpire didn't miss one ball or strike. It was a completely perfect game.
I don't know. Like I've said this before, baseball should be about 99% electronically decided.
It really should be now.
Honestly,
It's getting bad, brother.
100%. There's nothing you don't need an ump. What do you need an umpire for?
Like, it is the only league, it's the only sport where you have something so definitive, like a strike zone. It's
Mm-hmm.
from your titties to your kneecaps. It's from your logo of your jersey, like from the bottom of your tits to your kneecap. That's your strike zone. And then it's the width of the plate. That's the strike zone. That is the same for every single player. It's so definitive. When you're playing in the NBA or you're playing in the NFL, you're playing all these sports, it's not as definitive.
Mm-hmm.
A fucking charge or a block or a fucking reach in, it's not very definitive. These are contact sports. Baseball, it's throw the ball in this fucking little square, and if it's in the little square, then it's a fucking ball or a strike. We should not have these fat jackasses be like, oh, you can't talk to me like that. Who do you think you are getting close to my face? You piece of shit. It's all they are. These bunch of jackasses.
So I mean, is this just a situation where it's like it's just the wrong generation is still
Yeah, running baseball.
working as umpires,
Yeah,
and like once we're old, maybe the umpires would be like way
there
cooler,
will be no umpires.
or if there are, like, will they be like chill, like it's cool,
Maybe,
it's cool,
but there.
guys.
You got to remember there are some c words of our own generation.
I okay, yeah, c words. I mean, Karen. I mean, I immediately thought like Karen when you said that,
Not
which
care.
is not a Karen, but there are Karens. There are
Yeah,
Karens of our generation for sure.
I meant
Um,
cunts. Yeah,
yeah, I meant. I know what you meant.
it's like
Uh,
saying
yeah, no, I 100% got to. Did you see the
no.
Texans?
But it would like the way I probably should have just not said cunt. But if I was gonna say c word first,
You said yeah. You should have just said cunt.
like
Like,
there's that other word that no one wants to say.
what's wrong with cunt? Is not cunt not bad?
No, I meant the other way. I cunt. Women don't like it for some. Women in America don't like the word cunt.
Women don't like it, but they use it the most.
That's what I'm saying,
I
dude.
hear, I
Whenever
hear
a woman gets mad at a woman,
fucking cunt.
it's like
Dude,
it's
girls will
immediate.
lay that shit down quick.
Immediate, dude.
Oh my god.
You know who hates women more than anybody? Women. All
Women.
women hate women, and they're like, dude, women need to be. And they're like, this dumb bitch smells. She's got too much cologne. She's got too much perfume on, that stinky bitch. It's like all they do is talk shit to each other, dude.
Yeah, I guess all we do is talk shit about
I know, but the boys can still be boys. It's not like, yeah, I told her her shoes look nice. Guess what? They're ugly. It's like, shut up.
Speaking of things that could be ugly, did you see the Texans' new uniforms and helmet?
No, I don't even get it.
I don't actually think they're that bad.
They're not that bad. I don't know what the H-Town thing is though.
Like I kind of like their I kind of like their I kind of like I like their twist on the helmets.
I like the red
Yeah,
jersey, the weird helmet.
I like the twist on the helmets. I don't know
I
how I
don't know how I feel
feel
about these weird blue things.
the Oilers shit.
It's like a light blue, but with black,
Well,
with this
yeah,
red.
they're biting off of Oilers stuff.
I know, but it's like that's not your organization. It's from
See,
your town.
that's why I'm confused. Like they've never claimed baby blue and red, and they've
I don't.
never.
But is this even a? I
I
guess it's a
mean,
baby blue.
yeah, it is. Look, I mean, look. I mean, unless I looked at it. I mean, unless I
No,
look
it's
at it
it's
again,
definitely blue.
I just don't understand. It's a Oiler blue, and I don't know
Yeah,
why.
no, I
Because
don't.
I mean Tennessee, they're the Oilers. They wear the Oilers throwbacks. I mean, it would be like if Baltimore were
Or Colts
if they
jerseys.
made new unis and they threw some blue in there. I'd be like, what? Why?
Yeah, no,
What
what
are
are
you
we
doing?
doing?
But it's at the same time, I'm really just against it because I don't understand it. I don't necessarily hate it.
No, it's not
Like I
terrible.
kind of like them. I like them more than Denver's new uniforms.
Oh, Denver's uniforms
Devin,
are the worst.
Devin's Denver's new uniforms are terrible.
Like
I mean, they are.
only like when you think Denver couldn't get any worse as an organization. Not only do they draft Bo Nix, they fucking have the worst uniforms possible, dude.
Dude, they trade for Zach Wilson, fucking draft Bo Nix. Dude, that locker room, that QB
I
locker
think Bo
room,
Nix is older than Zach Wilson.
that is ridiculous. Please fact check that and
Like, yeah,
check
let
their
me fact.
ages
That was
because
just off the easy.
that might be true. They might be the same age. That is hilarious.
Zach Wilson's 24. Dude, Bo Nix is 25, maybe 26. Okay, Bo Nix is 24. Zach Wilson is
That's
damn
awesome.
a few months older.
That's awesome.
I
Okay,
was wrong.
one more thing before we get in the draft because we are going to talk about the draft.
Yeah,
Jokic's brother.
dog. Are we just allowed to beat the shit out of people?
So a couple
Like
things.
he threw. You saw it.
Yeah.
He threw a real punch.
So Jokic's brother. I mean, I don't know. I don't cared enough to like do the actual research, but I mean, looks like it to be at least similar size as Jokic.
No, they're all the same size. They're
Yeah,
all
that's what I'm saying. Like,
huge humans.
I don't know if they're exactly the same size, but they're like the same. They're close. He's a large human being. What? Like what? I don't even know what to say because it's like it's obvious that like bro just should not be allowed at NBA games anymore.
No.
But that's just what it is.
Like Charles Oakley got kicked out for fighting people.
Yeah,
So should Jokic's brother.
I mean
Anyone should be kicked out.
he should be banned.
Yeah.
He should be banned from coming to NBA games because he.
It was also a home game.
And I don't know the story. Like, did he? Was this fan talking shit? Was this? I don't know. Sure, he could have been, but
Yeah.
this man was also, from the looks of it, a third of you.
Yeah, exactly.
A third of you. He looked a little like pretty old. Like he wasn't. It wasn't some like 21-year-old frat guy. Whoa, frat guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it wasn't some like douche. Like from what it looked like, obviously there had to be some back and forth, some banter, but like it didn't look like some type of typical like troll guy like egging on the brother.
No. Yeah.
But for him to just, I don't know, resort to just punching him in the face, I don't know. To me, it just makes you look like a bitch.
Yeah.
And people, once again, people are having the conversation of, well, if this was so and so's family, they'd be banned or this and that. It's like I haven't seen anybody argue that there shouldn't be like
Yeah, no.
he shouldn't be punished for this.
Yeah.
But I do understand, like I think people maybe are just jumping to the conversation in case he doesn't get in trouble for it.
Yes.
I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, it's on camera that he assaulted somebody, so it's like legally,
Let someone handle this.
like someone's gonna have to handle it. But like if this goes under Adam Silver's nose, which it probably will,
Did he just kiss Andre Jordan?
like if he does nothing about this, yeah, then I'll start to be like, that's a little weird. But
Sure.
at the end of the day,
Is it race related?
at the end of the day, here's the thing: is it race related, or
I think
is
he
it
just plays in the
is it race or status related? Do we make our MVP look bad by banning his brother from coming to any game ever again?
Well, the Chiefs did it.
Did they?
I haven't seen. I guess they don't
no.
camera. He was there,
They're
and the DUI father, dude.
they're at
They
the
let
games.
him. They let that guy leave prison. That guy had to go to prison on the weekends. Who goes to prison on the weekends?
a lot of people actually. So it's actually a weird,
That's a
common
common thing.
Yeah, it's weird that that's a thing. It's so weird. It's actually weird that's a thing.
Like, I don't get the difference
Just
between that
I
and
mean,
community
just
service.
be on house arrest at this point. Like, why?
Yeah, house arrest, community service, all those things would beat staying the night in a prison.
But like, you got to think about it. Like all this shit that Patrick Mahomes' brother pulled. Obviously, he didn't punch anybody, but like he didn't really get punished for anything. He didn't.
Well, he did assault a woman.
No,
I
no,
think
that was. I'm saying
that was off. I know.
two fans,
Yeah.
but like, I would, I would be on like an argument of like privilege for status or whatever. Because at the end of the day, he punched a white guy.
But like, no, like to me, it's like if regular fans fought, one of those the fans who fought will be kicked out.
Yeah, would they be
But
banned?
if you're Jokic's brother, everything's okay.
I don't know. I mean, was he escorted out? I don't really know how it went
I don't know the
afterwards.
story.
I don't know how it went afterwards. And I believe it was at the end of the game.
You know what would be better than banning him?
What's that?
Fucking deportation.
No,
Send them back, brother.
no. Here,
We always talk about deporting. They always talk about deporting Mexicans.
He's got to play game 4 in Jokic's spot.
What about Slovenia? That would be nice.
That's what he has to do.
No, he has to play games fucking 4 to 7.
He's got to play the rest of the series. Now
So,
that they're down 3-0.
Braun can have the best comeback ever.
Yeah.
3-0 in the first round.
Yeah, so before we talk about the draft, I mean, let's
Do they just end it next game and like call it quits?
I guess let's talk about it before we get to the good picks of the draft. It's over. All right. I mean, 3-0. Lakers are down 3-0.
Oh, this series
Is over.
Yes,
I mean,
which truly sucks. Like, if the Knicks won tonight, I think we would be looking at some of the worst playoffs ever. Like, if we were looking at a 3-0 Knicks and a 3-0 Nuggies, the whole world's in a bad spot.
This is also like the one year I'd like not mind seeing Miami lose.
Exactly.
It's like that'd be cool. It's like, can you not extend this series?
Let's
anymore?
not do this weird.
Yeah.
Hey, we're good now for the playoffs. Hey, we barely crept in, but I think another appearance will be nice.
Jimmy can't return until the conference finals. It's like y'all aren't making it there.
No.
Let's not even tease that.
Also, people are up in arms that Eric Spoelstra's never won Coach of the Year. It's like because he's had a terrible regular season all the time. And when he didn't have a bad regular season, he was coaching the best players in the world.
Yeah, why would he? I mean,
they're like he has 2 rings, but 0 coaches of the year.
I mean,
it's like no, he didn't have to coach when LeBron was on his team. When he won 2 rings and went to 4 fucking or 3 or however many championships.
Well, I mean, just like any other award, I mean, I'm assuming the postseason has nothing to do with it, right?
It doesn't.
You know, it has nothing to do with
People are like, I don't know how he has 2 rings and never Coach of the Year. It's because he's a fucking 8 seed.
He is an 8 seed. Let's talk.
They were an 8 seed last year.
They were, but they did their shit last year.
In the playoffs.
They did their thing last year in the playoffs.
They were thanging that thing, boy.
Let's talk this draft.
Let's do it.
Let's talk this draft. You got it up?
Nope.
All right. Well,
of course I do.
While you pull it up, I mean, obviously, first pick of the draft, we knew it was going to happen. I don't even know why Chicago took the 4 or 5 minutes they took to send in their.
Yeah, pick. What the fuck was that? They're like, guys.
Who knows?
Malik Neighbors.
Caleb Williams to the Bears. We've talked about it. We've been talking about it for a month or two. Like, we already knew it was going to happen because it happened.
The whole world's been talking about. Oh no, Mikey.
What's up?
Number 31 and number 30 and 31.
What?
In the draft. Have you not looked at the draft in the last couple of picks?
No. What?
Do you want to know who got drafted in the first round?
I mean, we can get to it.
Okay, yeah, we'll get to it.
Yeah, we'll get to it. I mean, we'll get to it. Yeah. I want to talk about your quarterback, your new quarterback.
Yeah.
Number 2, Off the
Jane
board.
fucking Daniel. Mr. Daniels.
Mr. Dan, the real Danny Dimes.
Gonna be honest, haven't seen him throw one ball. Got no idea what he's got. I
That
thought
is
we
a
were drafting
shame.
Drake May.
I will say that you got to remember
I thought we were drafting Drake May up until like 2 weeks ago, but
this motherfucker had to play in the SEC. He played the
only
closest thing to professional
quarterback,
football in college football.
the only SEC quarterback taken.
Yeah.
And then we're sitting here talking about Pac-12, Big Ten Nuggets, fucking. I don't even know what the fuck Oregon is. Pac-12,
Yeah.
formerly Pac-12, whatever. But yeah, no, we've got a mobile quarterback who played for LSU in the SEC against real talent. Wasn't the most successful because LSU just wasn't the best, but
as a Washington fan, how do you you've went through this before. You've dealt with this. Oh, we draft a quarterback. Oh, it's hype. It's
all right, I was a child when it really happened.
But I'm saying, it's just throughout the years of just drafting people and
we haven't drafted a quarterback in forever
and whatever y'all do. Okay, but I'm speaking more in terms of y'all got just your shuffle,
yes,
the Rolodex, the rotating door of quarterbacks.
Yes.
You're in this spot where once again Washington has a new quarterback. He's the second pick in the draft. I mean, does it feel like are you not wanting to get your hopes up at all? Are you secretly excited about it and you don't want to show it? Are you
I'm excited and I want to get my hopes up. I want to throw everything we got at this kid. And I want him to be good. And we're kind of in a good spot where he doesn't have that number one pick pressure. Any quarterback really could have got drafted in this 2 spot. I mean, but everyone was kind of looking at Drake May and Jaden Daniels for the 1 or for the 2 or 3. So there's not too much pressure on him. He's coming to an organization that fucking sucks. He knows he's got a decent bit of receiver talent. Better coaching this year. I don't know. Hopefully they give him all the resources. And again, I've never seen him play. I don't know how fucking good he is. I know he's been hyped up. I don't know.
He won the fucking Heisman, so
he was we got another Heisman back, baby.
You got another Heisman.
Forgot he was a Heisman winner. Let's fucking go.
Look at us with our quarterbacks in their Heismans. Look at us,
dude. You're telling me this is the next Jay Freaky? This is Jay Freaky right here. Freaky freak.
All right, but go through it. Number 3,
Drake May, baby, white boy, North Carolina. Glad we didn't draft him. I'm telling you, there's a problem with UNC quarterbacks. This motherfucker's from the ACC. The ACC hasn't produced shit since Manti Te'o.
I was happy for you that y'all didn't draft him.
Notre Dame ACC or they're independent?
Notre Dame is independent
in football.
Yes,
I think they're ACC in something else. I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah, basketball, whatever the fuck. Either way,
but North Carolina is ACC. I know that they suck. Sam Howell, Mitch Trubisky, both from UNC, both weird white guys who stink at football. Probably really smart. That's how they got in.
Yeah, I just don't. There's not. I'm not gonna just shit on him and just say there's no hope. But as of right now, it's he's definitely put in a way worse situation than the first 2 quarterbacks drafted.
Yeah, Jaden's isn't the best spot. Caleb probably has the best spot you could ever dream of.
Jaden's in a way better spot than
Drake May. Drake May is just Jaden Daniels. Not Jaden Daniels. That's not it at all. He's Mac Jones with a haircut. They're the same person.
Mac Jones with a haircut. Yeah, pretty close to it. But then pick 4, from what I saw, they said Arizona was probably going to trade their pick.
I thought they were going to trade. That's what people were saying. Cardinals did what was correct.
Don't call me crazy.
Kyler Murray.
You get a healthy Kyler.
I thought he was going to get traded. He didn't get traded.
I thought Kyler's era in Arizona might have been over, but getting the team up with a guy who you said might end up being the best player from this draft.
I think he'll be the best player from this draft. Yes.
I like it. Marvin Harrison Jr. to the Cardinals.
Number 4.
Beautiful. I
A
liked it a
bunch of
lot.
spots ahead of his father in terms of the draft. But
Um,
they interviewed him beforehand, and they're like, "Do you care where you go? Like, do you want to be up there and the first receiver picked?" And he was like, "I don't care. No one looks at your draft night. People look at your career." This
yeah,
guy's coming off of his dad, who's a Hall of Famer.
yeah.
No one gives a fuck about
He's gonna
anybody's
ball.
draft night.
Like
He's got some knowledge up here. He's ahead of his years. This kid. This kid's cool.
Cardinals
If he's
win. Cardinals win 4 games next year. He's having a good rookie season.
He's having 1,000 yards next season. He will have 1,000 yards. Easy.
That's a bold prediction.
No, it's no.
It is. I mean,
This
easy.
guy's a monster.
I mean, but that's like assuming like everything goes well. Kyler's healthy. It's like all this shit is like.
No, I think he could have 1,000 yards with any quarterback. I think he is an absolute monster.
I don't know if he's coming in his rookie year and getting 1,000 yards with Josh Dobbs.
Maybe. With Kyler Murray, yes.
I don't think so. I don't know.
Maybe Arizona fixes their
Maybe.
quarterback situation before they decide to put any of these guys out on the field. I don't know.
That would be cool.
Number
Too. That would be
5.
cool too. Number 5.
Offensive tackle. Don't care.
Oh no! I mean, no Chargers. Joe Alt. That I wanted him to go to the Chargers. Chargers.
I've heard of him.
Chargers need a line. Shit. They're gonna be the fucking bulldozing running team next year with all their fucking running backs.
That is true.
They have
all of their Baltimore running backs.
Hopefully, they obviously make some type of change at wide receiver or add
Or
some
just
wide
run with
receivers.
Josh Palmer.
Yeah, Quentin Johnson and Josh Palmer. There you go. I don't know. Maybe reach out, try to get that T Higgins trade down, or
That would
Brandon Ayuk trade, or whatever.
That would make them look way better.
I like the Joe Alt pick.
Number 6, Malik Neighbors, LSU to the Giants. Another. Can they stop drafting receivers? All they do is ruin their careers. All of them.
That's the thing.
All of their careers get ruined.
This is a guy who
Sterling Shepard could have been a good receiver.
3 years from now, he might be going to play with like Kansas City or someone, and he's going to have a beautiful career
if he can catch.
But like the Giants, I'm not gonna lie. If I'm sitting there and I'm projected to be picked by the Giants, and I got the cameras on me, I might not pick the phone up.
Oh no, dude!
Dude, I might hit the.
You ever have someone in your family call you and you're like, silence?
I might just. I might bitch button the Giants. I'm not gonna lie. I might bitch, but sorry, can't talk.
And then they call 4 times. You're like, hello, my name is Ernesto.
You gotta
stop calling.
You gotta block the New York Giants. They keep calling you on draft night.
Well, it was either that or the fucking Titans. So, Titans were next. Right. The Titans were getting the offensive tackle.
Oh man.
But yeah, Malik Neighbors, on the other side of a Heisman quarterback.
Yeah.
Will be going and playing for Daniel Jones. Have you seen Daniel Jones talk? He talks like this. Yeah, we're good.
I just feel bad. I'm sorry that he has to.
Yeah, no, I feel
play for him.
I feel like it sucks for him. Titans, J.C. Latham, offensive tackle.
It happened.
I don't know who that is.
They pick up
Alabama.
They pick up an offensive lineman after gutting their entire team. Sure, cool.
Like, oh yeah, let's protect Will Levis from himself. I don't know. Who are you protecting him from? He sucks.
Number 8.
If he had 12 seconds or 4 seconds, he's throwing 30 picks next year. No one cares.
Number 8.
The dumbest pick in the entire draft. Who the fuck spends $120 million on a quarterback and then picks a fucking lefty? Is this a Michael Vick pick? Like, oh, we had a lefty once? The fuck is this? Michael Penix blows. And then a quarterback on a team where you don't need a quarterback.
So
you give up getting Rome Odunze when you could have used a receiver. Especially a big-ass dude like Rome Odunze.
You got the 8th pick in the draft. You just got Kirk Cousins, who's supposed to be your guy.
What was it? 4-year 120, was it?
Something like that.
4-year 160?
Something like
No.
that. Some. Either way, instead of picking up someone like you said, a weapon that they could easily start using next season.
4 years 180.
Bro, they Trey Lance the shit out of bro. Like this is
Oh,
not
dude, beyond. This is worse than Trey Lance.
like this is not.
They at least told Trey Lance he would have a spot.
I mean, if I'm the Falcons fans, I'm pissed. If I'm Kirk, I'm pissed. If I'm
If I'm Michael Penix's camp, if I'm him,
dude,
I'm so mad.
if I'm any offensive player in the Falcons, I'm pissed. If I'm
Yeah.
any Falcons player, I'm pissed.
I mean, we were looking at Penix going second, third round.
But we got a top 10 draft pick.
Top 10 draft pick.
We have a quarterback. We have weapons. We can add more weapons. We can buff up the fucking defense. We can do whatever.
We can get another tight end. We could get arguably the best receiver in the draft on top of the best running back that we got last year. What's their other receiver? Drake London.
I still have hope in Pitts.
Of course, no. But I mean, if you had two of them,
yeah, I mean it'd be cool. But it's just if you had a top 10 pick and it's like you're in a maybe not win now. Like I don't, at the end of the day, realistic expectations for the Falcons is not being in the Super Bowl next year, but
no, but it's making the playoffs.
Drafting a quarterback for your future.
Honestly, I think they could have gotten off better had they drafted a kicker. If you drafted the best kicker in the draft, you probably could have gotten more out of this fucker. Instead, you have someone who's going to wait until Kirk Cousins' knee blows out again.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then you can salvage a season, go 9-7, skirt into the playoffs, losing the wild card. What does that help you with?
And yeah, like I said, if I'm Kirk, if I'm a Falcons fan, if I'm a Falcons player, I'm pissed.
Yeah.
I don't know who made that decision.
And they literally let the worst part about it is now we have to see the Bears be good. Because we don't know how good Keenan Allen was going to be. We don't know how good of a season DJ Moore's going to have. But we know Rome Odunze is going to be fucking good. Rome Odunze will be good.
You know how fucking easier it's going to be for all of them?
Especially when you got 3 top-tier receivers on that team.
You know how easy it's going to be for all of them to get open when they're on the field together? And let's just look, I'm just saying. I don't think Justin Fields was this bad.
No.
To where you couldn't have used the 1st and 9th pick to help him. Like, to help build a team around him.
Yeah. You didn't have to, Caleb Williams can play C+ football. And they will still be a decent team. And Caleb Williams will still be praised. He can fucking shit the bed.
See, I don't know if they're going to be a problem.
Huh?
I don't know if they're going to be, next year, a problem.
I mean, they have a potential to be if Caleb Williams is who they think Caleb Williams is. But I think they'll have a decent season just based off of how many good players they have. Now, if they don't, now you're wasting 2 rookies. You're wasting an old vet who you don't have much time left with, and then an up-and-coming top-tier receiver. Plus a decent running back in guy's name I'm forgetting.
Miles? No, DeAndre Swift.
Swift, exactly.
DeAndre Swift. I don't know why I was thinking Miles Sanders.
I was thinking Miles Sanders too, and it was not him.
It's interesting. To me, I think their ceiling is 7-10 next year.
Yeah.
I don't know if they break the bank and fucking win 10.
I don't know where I'm at with predictions yet with them. I think most of their games are going to come down to what color Caleb Williams' fingernails are and if he's wearing lipstick or not. So we'll have to take these things into account. Going to have to throw out a lot of prop bets. Probably going to have to talk to some stylists, some nail salon people, see what colors are best for what days, what months, what holidays. It's going to be tough.
God. All right, number 10.
I guess it's a good pick. The fucking 5th quarterback in the top 10. JJ McCarthy. a guy who I thought was going second or third round, just like Penix, goes straight to the
No,
Vikings,
I knew
and they
JJ
traded up for
McCarthy. They traded up for JJ McCarthy. I
only
thought
one
he
spot.
was.
But
I mean, he was projected to go pretty high.
this high,
Yeah.
10.
I mean, he was projected to possibly be the one going to New England.
Well, I mean,
I think that's why Minnesota trade. They were like, "Holy shit!" Like, I mean, we can trade down and we can make this move now.
I know, but there were also talks of like McCarthy he was on a national championship team, but if we look at the draft talent, he's the fifth best quarterback, fourth or fifth best quarterback, and no one thought that the top 10 teams are all getting quarterbacks. 5 teams got a quarterback in the top 10, and then the 12th pick went to.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm just saying, you don't think there was. I mean, Minnesota watched Atlanta do what they just did. Watched Chicago do what they just did, and they were like, "Yo, we can get okay." I'm not saying
It's a need.
I'm
I
not
mean, it's
saying
better than Sam Darnold.
it's not the best move ever, but the pitch sounds a little bit better to Justin Jefferson when it's like we got a first round top 10
Yep.
quarterback that can be thrown to you next season.
Yep. We got someone who you can develop with.
Which is the same definition of Sam Darnold, isn't it?
No, Sam Darnold is washed.
No, a top 10,
Oh, a top 10 white
top
boy.
10. Well, no, I said a first round, a first round top 10 pick quarterback thrown to you.
Yeah,
That was kind of already their pick.
They could have said the same exact sentence.
Fuck. God damn it. I that would work. Number 11.
Sam Darnold. Where did he go to school? USC.
It wasn't. Was it USC? It was something. I don't fucking know. 11.
Jets picked up a tackle.
Which I'm not gonna
Good
lie.
for them.
I was like, for a second, I was like, ooh. I was like, what if they grab Brock? That would have been super interesting if they grab Brock. But I do like
but yeah, adding a tackle is good.
Yep. For Aaron, especially after last year. I mean, shit. You could have had no lineman out there and he was still tearing that fucking Achilles.
And dude, the tackles whose names you can't pronounce, always the best.
Ball the fuck out.
Like the Saints 14 picked Tylis Fuaga.
They made a movie about a tackle because no one could figure out how to say his last name.
Oh her.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's just how it
works.
works.
Whore? Is it whore? Yeah, the Jets pick. I wonder how Goodell said this. Olumu Yiwa.
I would imagine Goodell probably takes like he probably practices names.
He'd probably practice.
He may struggle with come the time.
Tell you which name he didn't struggle with. Number 12, Denver Broncos, Mr. Bo Nix. They find their quarterback after trading for Zachary.
So they trade for Zach Wilson, the MILF goat.
Oh God, dude!
And then
that's got to be a terrible name, dude.
They draft Bo fucking Nix, which there was a time where Bo Nix was like, people were like, yo, watch it. Like, remember when Spencer Rattler got hyped?
He was on Auburn.
Remember when Spencer Rattler got hyped?
Yes. When he was on Oklahoma.
It's the same shit. It's like, they're like, yo. It's like, watch
this
out.
Guy.
This guy.
Well, Caleb Williams would have been Bo Nix had he stayed another year at USC.
No. Bo Nix has not done shit.
That is neither is Caleb Williams. He said it best. They went 4-7, or they had a shitty record.
Bro, he's faced the most adversity ever. He said it himself.
Yes.
He's the number one draft pick. Come on, that is way more adversity than Mr. Irrelevant.
Yeah, exactly.
It's way
waiting a week to get your name called, or 2 days, I guess.
Way more adversity.
We have Bo Nix.
Bo Nix at 12.
13. Mr. Brockland Bowers.
Now
to the Raiders from Georgia.
Like if I'm Gardner Minshew, like I'm hype. I'm like, oh okay. Like
because everyone was saying they might draft a quarterback. Most quarterbacks is off the board.
A lot of
Gardner Minshew is going to be taking this team over, baby.
He's going to get to play with Devontae Adams and Brock Bowers, which I mean, hey, which it's funny
Brock
because
could
on,
be good.
on draft night they showed like the starting lineup for the Raiders, and it was Aiden O'Connell. I was like,
Let's. I pray to fuck
like
he's not, dude.
that's not
Gardner
what.
earned his spot, dude.
Yeah, Gardner. I think Gardner did. I don't think Gardner got signed to be a backup to Aiden O'Connell.
No,
I don't think that was the move.
Aiden O'Connell is the like. If anyone was born to be a backup quarterback, it is Mr.
Someone
O'Connell.
Aiden O'Connell. That's a backup quarterback name right there.
That is, and that's what he
I mean,
was until
like
Jimmy Jesus.
Mason Rudolph. Like that is a
Perfect.
quarterback
Yeah.
that wears a headset all game.
Dan Orlovsky.
Yeah.
I hate Dan Orlovsky.
All right.
He
Go
said
through.
something a couple days ago. I got so mad. I don't know.
Do me a favor and skip any draft pick you want that you don't think we'll
Okay,
care
let me
about.
try to find any I care
We'll
about.
care talking about. I mean, I'm
Latu. D tackle, O tackle, edge, O tackle, Verde. Dolphins select a guy named Chop Robinson.
Yeah, Penn State.
Penn State, yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Defensive end.
Yeah, I mean that's cool.
Yeah. Jacksonville Jaguars select the second best wide receiver from LSU, Brian Thomas Jr. Apparently, he was pretty good.
Yeah, they do have a bunch of like mid receivers, so I mean they could use that.
Lions get another cornerback. Good for them. They just lost CJ again. Tampa Bay Bucks get a center. Don't know what that means. Packers get an O lineman. Cardinals get a D end. Here we go. Chiefs, Xavier Worthy, fastest man in the league, in the world, ever of all time. From Tejas.
Okay, should we just make their fucking Super Bowl rings now, or do we still have to wait? Like,
You know what we should make? Speed Kills t-shirts.
I mean, we're not doing that, but they get the fastest motherfucker in the draft. I mean, it's like God.
Which it didn't work out for Johnny Ross.
Which, hey, here, I won't hate. The Chiefs are fun to watch. Like, yeah, this is the fucking problem. They're going to be more entertaining.
They're going to be more entertaining.
More electric plays.
Especially the first 5 weeks when they're like, this guy's the fastest guy out of all these guys?
Dude, I don't know. I don't remember the matchups. I pray to God the Dolphins and the Chiefs aren't matched up to play next year.
Oh, dude,
if they
gobbling fest.
Dude, the whole week is just going to be just conversations about just receivers and their speed, and I'm over it. But no, it's cool. Yeah, Patrick Mahomes is going to eat with Xavier Worthy. That's going to happen.
The Callous Cowboys get an offensive tackle.
Yep, there you go. They're all in.
All in.
They're all in, like Jerry said.
They're also in talks with Ezekiel Elliott.
Dude, they're in talks with Ezekiel Elliott?
No one is talking.
Holy shit.
No one cares.
Yeah, no, I don't care. Ezekiel Elliott, his career's over. You might as well just
Which is fine. He's a running back.
That's okay.
I don't understand why these running backs are like, I'm going to play forever. It's like, no, take what you had, walk away. You had a good career. You had a good run.
Not everybody's Frank Gore and just be a bowling
ball.
No
one wants to be Frank Gore.
Yeah,
These guys don't want to get hit. I don't get it. I don't know. I don't know anything about football.
No, I get it. Obviously, you want to play. You want to keep playing.
Yeah, of course.
Zeke has not done anything. It's just like a toxic ex. You're getting back with a toxic ex.
Yes. When you just keep crawling
out.
back, dude. They're both desperate now.
Yeah, it's like y'all didn't work out.
Yeah.
You left. Y'all went your separate ways. You went to a team in an even shittier position.
Yeah.
And
now, what's his name? Zeke is like, dude, you guys did so much for me. I love you. And then the Cowboys are like, you're the best running back we've ever had. They're both lying to each other.
Yeah,
they both suck.
Like, if anything, Zeke is going to take whatever he can get.
And the Cowboys are picking it, fucking everything they can find
to
get running back. They're both desperate.
They're in the worst because they're in such a bad position. They're recruiting someone that 2 years ago they had to get. It's just like we can't like.
Yeah,
You
they're like,
gotta
you
move on.
make too much money, you need to leave. All right, 32. Xavier Legette, South Carolina receiver to the Carolina Panthers. I skipped ahead a little bit because we got 2 picks we need to talk about. I don't know what the Panthers are gonna. I don't care. Who cares? Do you want to hear who you guys got or who you guys could have gotten?
Both.
All right, you guys draft Nate Wiggins, cornerback from Clemson, which is needed. You guys need a corner. That's a great pick. You know who went 31?
Who went 31?
White boy Ricky to the San Francisco 49ers. You didn't want white boy Ricky?
Ricky Pearsall? I don't.
You wouldn't want a receiver?
From Florida? I mean, it's cool, but I didn't want a receiver. No, I said I wanted a linebacker.
Well, you got a corner.
Take a DB. I'll take a DB all day. I'll take a DB.
You didn't want a receiver?
No.
The best white boy in the game right now?
No, I don't want a receiver. And I fucking told you Ricky Pearsall was going first round.
You did.
I told you everybody was.
And he went to the Niners.
Oh, he might go third for Ricky Pearsall.
The Niners with great receivers pick up a white boy.
Yeah, I like it. I like that a lot. Ricky Pearsall to the Niners.
But yeah, Nate Wiggins is your guys' pick. I don't know who he is.
I like that. Nate Wiggins. I mean, he's a little fast fucking corner. That's what he is.
6'1", 170. Apparently pretty good.
I like it. Yeah. I mean, the draft just happened. So like I'm gonna have narratives. I'm gonna come up with questions. Is this gonna matter? Or is this player gonna impact that? But I guess we're kind of just still like really fresh, like the draft.
We're also kind of waiting to not only see the rest of the draft, but see the rest of the moves, see what teams are gonna set as their final lineups. Because there's a lot of players right now who are kind of floating around.
Mm-hmm.
There's talks about who's gonna get drafted. I mean, not who's gonna get drafted. Who's going to get traded and who's going to do what. A.J. Brown signed a contract, 3 years, $96 million today.
And I mean, like, the training camp is right around the corner.
It's coming up, brother, this summer.
Training camp is right around. I mean, it is right around the corner. They're going to start very soon. So, the NFL, maybe it's coming quicker than we even realize it.
Pause.
There you go. You got your pause in. I think we're
I
at.
threw a pause at you earlier.
I think that's it. I think we talked NBA playoffs. We talked Kawhi coming in and shitting the bed. The Suns needing to just end it all already.
You think Kawhi?
What's that?
You think Kawhi wears a diaper? He can't verbalize to people that he needs to poop, so he goes like this. Just shits himself.
We watched the ending of this Nuggets Lakers game. Joel dropping 50. Umpires being a bunch of little bitches. Texans new uniforms. Jokic's brother being a douchebag. The NFL draft, first round of the NFL draft. Is there anything you want to say before we get out of here, Devin?
I don't know. Go Skins. Let's fuck some shit up. We get another Heisman quarterback. Fucking the pack is back, baby.
Take care of
We're
him.
Rolling, dude.
Just take care of him.
Dude, I fucking hope so.
Just don't rip his fucking leg apart.
Dude, well, hear me out. In 10 years, he'll have a podcast and he will be faster than Lamar Jackson. So
I can't wait. Dude, I'm so excited to know who Lamar's backup is going to be 10 years from now. Thank you. Thank you for setting that up. But no.
Can we just pray for a good career for a quarterback that
plays for Washington?
I'd love to see be good.
Because
if it was that white boy, Drake May, I'm not shitting on your whiteness. I would just cry if we drafted you. I'm not a fan.
I wouldn't have been a fan.
Honestly, because you went to UNC, and that's just all I got on you.
But with all that being said, we'll be back on Tuesday to talk more NBA playoffs, the rest of the draft, other moves that went on in all the sports world. But brand new episodes every Saturday and Tuesday. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode. We'll be back on Tuesday. It has been me. It has been Devin. It has been real. We are out.
Splooge.